Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Vishal VFX. Today in this tutorial we're gonna learn how to create water droplets with the help of Nuke Particle system, and this is really like a cool stuff, and we can create it very quickly. And just a brief idea how to create this system as quick as possible. And you just need to have this PAFX distort, which you can download it from Nukepedia, the pixel fuzzer nodes, which is there available, which is free. Okay, so I hope you will enjoy this video. Please guys, do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, and please like this video. Thank you guys. So what we gonna do? First thing first, we need to set our project. I have this image which is like almost cloudy weather, like it's almost about to rain, so I can make like raindrops over here, like we are seeing through a window. So we have to sheet over here. So first thing first, we need to create particle system. So set your project. Then what I'm gonna do, take a like we need a particle. We need to generate particles so that we have like something, the raindrops going like this, and then we have raindrops over here on the screen, and we have some few streaky raindrops which is going down like this. So take a constant, take a constant and we need to like resize this one to like something 40 by 40, so that the size of the actual particle would be 40, and it must be square. Just remember that if you are using any, like if you're doing anything in particles, the particle which are you choosing, like whichever you are creating, must be in square, not in rectangle, or the pixel aspect ratio should be almost 1. So I'm just gonna uh, name it rain, and we have like 40 by 40. Just a second. Yeah, 40 by 40 constant. So I'm gonna take a radial. So this is the actual raindrop for us right now. So take a particle system, like create particle emitter. Where is it? Yeah, this is it. And take a card. We're gonna emit from card, and we're gonna take this as a particle. Now as you can see, Nick, we will basically start to like the particles are getting through over here. So suppose this card is a window, so we need raindrops on this only. So in order to do that, what we can do, we can just kill the velocity for now. If you kill the velocity, the particle, there is no motion, like there is no force on them. Right now they are just generating, and they are dying at the current space. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna tell the nuke to start this at around something over here, so that basically it doesn't start it at the first frame. Okay, so again we need to, like the size of the particle is too big, so we can just go and like reduce the size of the particle a bit, something like this, so that they are like raindrops. So now you can see these things, the particles are emitting from points. We need to change it to faces, so that they are randomly emitted from anywhere from the card. So I'm just gonna change it to faces, so they are emitted like this right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, just check. So this is particle right now over here, and we need to add a force so that they go downwards. So in order to do that, we can use particle wind as well as we can use particle gravity. So I'm just gonna take a particle gravity right now. Particle gravity, as you can see, the particle gravity is too heavy for our comp. So let's reduce this to a certain extent. Like, yeah, this much is enough, I think so. The size is enough. Yeah, now you can see like we have a I want the first one to be like slow drops which are going really slow. Then we're gonna create something like the big streak one, and then we're gonna create like the particle which are on the like static, which are almost static, the raindrop which are almost static on the window. Okay, so now we have this, but as you can see the life of the particle is not too much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna increase the life around 100. So now you can see we have particle. I'm just gonna reduce this slightly. Too much of particles. Okay, so I'm just gonna like give a rate variation as well, and we're gonna give variation in size so that all the particles are not same, as you can see. So right now you can see the card is a surface. Card is like a window for us right now. But as you can see, the particles are just dropping down, but they are not dragging on the surface. If certainly like if you see we pour water on the any kind of surface, it drags over there. So we need a particle drag right now over here, so that we make it feel like this is going through like a, this is getting dragged. The particles, the raindrops are getting dragged on the window. Okay, so in order to do that, we're gonna take particle drag. Okay, and we're gonna give slightly, yeah, as you can see, slight value, this one, and they are dragging right now over here, as you can see. Okay, so the most important thing right now, when the raindrops are going down, they are not forming any streak behind them. We need certain like this streak over here, the raindrop is coming from over here, and this is the main droplet of the rain which is going down. So in order to do that, we can use particle spawn. This is a really good tool. Like if you have not used it till now, I'll just explain you what this thing will does. You just need to merge it over here on particle, and then we just gonna take it over here in particles. Okay, so what particle spawn does for us, it will emit this particle. Okay, it's completely like particle emitter, but particle emitter emits from card, but the same process is over here. This gonna emit from this particle which are currently present from over here. So the whichever the particles comes will come from this particle, like if generate from this particle system. So right now this is suppose this is a card right now, and these particles are a card right now, and the particles will emit from over here only. So as you can see, this is too heavy right now. The particles have emitted a lot, I think so. So let's decrease the size first. Okay, let's just create scene. Take a scale and render a camera. Just a second. Yes. So take a camera. We're gonna go towards the camera right now, and let's kill this for right now, and take the camera slightly backwards till we have this frame entirely over here. Yes, yeah. So now we see over here we have particles over here. I'm just gonna connect a reformat to a BG. Okay, so now we have this particle which are going like this, which are completely like they have no they're just spawning like this, and the current particles are over here only because we have velocity in this particle system. So first thing we need to kill the velocity. So right now we have killed the velocity. Now you can see this is making us feel like the slightly the raindrops. Right now you can see that there are streaks forming behind him, behind each particle. We just need to tweak it a little bit so that we get certainly what we need. and we need to cheat as well, and we need to increase the life slightly, not too much, slightly, yeah. And let's decrease the size a bit more. This is good. And we're gonna reduce the mask as much as we can, so that there is no weight on them, and they are not reacting towards anything. Now you can see we have successfully made this particle over here. So just to give you brief how we gonna like create make a droplet visible over here. This is just a rough idea right now over here, which I'm gonna show you, so that you have an idea what I'm supposed to do later on in compositing. That how I'm just gonna comb this on top of them. So we're gonna take a image. Okay, listen this carefully and please look it closely. We're gonna take pfx distort. If you don't have this, you can download this from Nukepedia, and there would be a readme file that where this nodes need to be copy pasted over there. Okay, so take the image over here, and this is the distortion right now we are just about to add. Okay, now you can see there is slightly over here that there are some kind of raindrops or something distortion over here happening. Let me increase the size so that it's much more visible to you. Yeah, this is the actual scene. Now you can see we have the raindrops over here, but the refraction is like this. The we just hold for a second. Yeah, I'll just give you a brief like a good example right now, so in order you understand what I'm going to do. Window, I think so. Yeah, which one? I prefer this. This is city. Yeah. Okay. Seriously, this is a video. Okay. Right now you can see over here. Uh, when the things get reflect to our droplets, the sky is at the bottom, and the ground is at the top of the droplets. So we need the same kind of feeling in that, so that we can have this thing like the realistic water droplets. Okay, raindrops. So we have this, and we're gonna blur it slightly. It doesn't make a sense. Just ignore that. Ignore ignore this blur over here, which is gonna increase, so that right now you can see over here we have sky at the down, and the ground at the top of the droplets, which so we are going good. We can take now what we need to do. This is a bg right now for us, like this is something this is a alpha. This is what we needed as a refraction or reflection, whatever you call it right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this as b. You can like press k for copy node. Okay, and this is our alpha. I'm just gonna primal this. So right now we have texture on our comp, like we have certain values, refraction, whatever it is called on them. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna take merge, and we're gonna add this in a comp. So you can see we have droplet visible. I just let me defocus the bg for you, so that we are much more focused on our droplets. Yeah, so droplets are much more visible right now. Now you can see we have droplets over here, which are like there is no distortion on them, nothing, and they are just simply coming downwards. Okay, so this was the brief idea right now for now. Okay, just let me arrange my comp slightly. Okay, I'm just gonna have edge blur right now here, so that yeah, this is what we need right now. Okay, done. So I'm gonna take this, copy, paste. We need like the static droplets on the window right now over here. Suppose this is a window, and these are our water droplets going down, and this is a BG, like it's raining something kind of, or whatever. So in order to do that, what you are supposed to do, take this only, and we're just gonna reduce the gravity and drag, or we can just increase the mask, decrease the mask, so that we don't have too much of streaks. Okay, and we're gonna reduce the life as well. Yeah, so this is the static droplets which we are like, which are coming really slowly. I'm just gonna time offset it so that it doesn't feel same. Okay, like whatever, minus 50 something, somewhat, and we're gonna reduce the like rate of this, because these are too much. This much is good, and we're gonna merge it over here. So right now we have this as well, the static one, and this small one over here. I'm just gonna save my comp version up. Yeah, cool. So we need a now the big streaky one. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna like take this one, copy, and paste over here. Let me arrange slightly more better. So what we are supposed to do, we need like particles coming downwards in a like a much bigger like streak, bigger streak we need right now over here, and we're gonna reduce the particles rate as well. Like we don't need too much of them, so we have to increase the gravity first so that they go down really fast. This much is enough, I think so. Particle drag is okay. We're gonna go in particle spawn. This is like this is the play actual for actually for us. We need to focus on this. Now I'm gonna increase the lifetime to something like this, and as well as the emission rate, so that the particles are emitting, there are much particles emitting right now. Okay, so slightly on mask as well. Yes, this is cool. Yeah, now you can see the major problem with our particle system is that when you do such kind of thing, such kind of comp, there is it always does have a particle spacing over here. This is called step by step frame, like which is an issue over here. So in order to fix that, Nuke really had something in their mind, so they have created this node particle setting. So you can take this one, and you can just tell the Nuke that you should have 10 step per frame. So what it's going to do for you, don't get crash. Yeah, so now you can see it has just reduced the steppings for you, the particles which were like I'm just gonna let give you a brief idea about this. As you can see, this dotted frame over here, like the dotted particles over there is too much of spacing on them. So in order to fix those things, in order like Nuke always have per step by step per frame, so you can like only one step per frame, so you can just tell the Nuke to have 10 step per frame. So what it gonna do is it gonna just fill those gap for you over here. So right now you can see in our comp we have streaky one, big one. but we need them to be much more lengthy, so we're gonna increase the life size much more. Okay, more gravity, I think so. I don't get crash. Still we don't have what we need right now, so what we can do, I'm just gonna close this one right now. We can have particle turbulence. We're gonna just give turbulence in like something y or x axis, particle turbulence, so that 0.005 or more zero, I think so the value must be really small. 0.005. Yes, increase the size. Let's check. Okay, the turbulence created this mesh for us. I don't think so this is going to work too much for us. Let us check. No, I don't think so this will work. You can change the strength. You can just check. Yeah, we were supposed to add it in y, so that we have turbulence in y, and let us reduce this size scaling and increase in x axis. Now we can see, don't get crash. Yeah, this is what we need, like bigger one, much bigger one, and we can just like have a camera downwards, so that we have this trick right now here. We can fill this gap in like another way as well, I think so. We can just take our blur node and we can blur this thing in height, so that we fill those gap easily. Yeah, much better. We can increase the multiply size. Yes, much better. So we need to add now distortion, like a heat is kind of thing, so that they are seriously going straight, and we need them to have a like a certain kind of this kind of direction. So in order to do that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take pxf again, distort. Now we have to take noise. This is our image, this is our noise, this is our distortion actually, and we're gonna increase the size. Now you can see this is the distortion we needed, that the raindrops are going like this. We're just gonna have slightly, yeah, this much is fine for us. Okay, we're gonna merge this as well over here. Same thing we are going to do with this as well. Add a slightly turbulence on them, so that turbulence or this kind of distortion, so that they feel like raindrops going downwards. But now you can see that when the droplet forms, they are bigger at the bottom, and they are smaller at the top. So in order to do that, we need particle curve. We can take this particle curve, save your script every time whenever you're comping particles, doing R&D on particles, it can get crashed and it won't open afterwards. So So we have taken particle curve. So what we are supposed to do, we are just supposed to apply them on a size, not on RGB or a mask. So we'll go over here in size, and you can see this is a curve actually. So what we are doing, we are taking this curve downwards. The comp is getting heavy. Don't get crash. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just check this one. Come on. I think so. It got crash. Let me pause a video. Yeah, it got crash. Hang on. Unfortunately, I'm not able to apply particle curve. My Nuke is continuously getting crash. Still, we can work. We have what we need. So you can see we have this comp. There is less distortion on here. Okay, pumping pre-mult. Okay, the alpha is not getting affected in our PXF distort. That's why everything was looking straight. What we are supposed to do, we are just just gonna change our channel to RGBA. Okay, so now we have our alpha as well as getting affected. So now you can see we have certainly raindrops going downwards. We're gonna change this to screen so that we have first thing have bright raindrop. Then I'm just gonna take a merge node again. I'm just gonna have this again, and I'm just gonna cheat on this visibility right now. Okay, so we have this, and a BG is a particularly, actually I think so too much contrasty. Let lose some contrast, increase gamma so that we lose contrast. Okay, and reduce slightly this. Yes, we're gonna lose some light, particularly like this, and we can have some, yeah, we can add rain as well behind them, like something is it's raining, or it is not needed over here right now. I'm just gonna quickly render this one so that we can have our final output. So now you can see I have just rendered the raindrops, water droplets, which are going downwards like this. Okay, so we need to comp it definitely slightly more, much better, like to make it more look more realistic. So what I'm gonna do, first thing we need to make like the window needs to be like slightly frozen, like there must be like moist on it. So I'm gonna take a noise, and I'm just gonna add it over here. Slightly, yes, I think so this is okay. Yeah, this okay, and now we can see that the textures are really quite sharp right now here, so we need to blur those textures like this one. So I'm gonna take a blur node. I'm gonna blur it after PXF distort. like this. Just hold for a second. I'm gonna take a blur node and I'm just gonna blur this. So now you can see we have much more better texture right now here, and we can slightly blur it more, the edges. We're gonna clamp it. The alpha must be always clamped so that you don't face such kind of artifacts. It was due to that only. So now we have like certainly a much better comp. We're gonna now add those slightly light on this on a comp. So what I'm gonna do, take this, increase the light. Oh, this is too much. Slightly, so that our shot is much well balanced. Okay, now the darks are too deep. I can take control of this. I'm gonna just input this mask over here, and slightly I can lift the blacks like this. Okay, now we can add a vignette. So vignette, it's like the filter you might have used in on Instagram or somewhere else. So what I'm gonna do for that, take a roto. Okay, circle, like this. I'm gonna have this mask over here and invert this, invert the mask. Now you can see we have this. We're gonna blur it to like something 300 or something, 400. It's okay. Now we're gonna add some contrast like this, or saturation slightly in a comp. So we have our raindrops. Okay, so the best thing about this is like this way of comping the raindrop is that you can change the whatever image you want behind right now. So it's like if I sorry, I'll take this too, like this one. Oh yeah, this is gonna automatically get comp without any hesitation, like much less tweak for us. Like you can just change your BG the way you want, and we can just slightly play over here, but the raindrop would be over there. You're just gonna like have everything you need. So thank you guys for watching my video. If you have any queries or doubt, you can ask me in the comments, or you can reach me out on Instagram or LinkedIn, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.